Vodka, my old nemesis. Can I do anything with you? Could I barrel age you? Obviously I can barrel age vodka, that's what this whole video is about. And barrel age it I did for several months, and you'll see it's almost a whiskey colour. Nice amber colour. Previously the barrel had been used, it had port in it, it had vermouth in it, it had cocktails in it, it had spirits in it. So there's lots of flavours soaked into the wood and a bit of colour too. And incidentally, this vodka I'm using, this is an Australian vodka. This is probably the most neutral vodka I've ever tasted. And I say that as a compliment, as in it doesn't taste like lighter fluid. It's come out and it's got a bit of colour. I'm going to see what does it taste like, because seriously, it pretty much tastes like water before it went in. I mean, it tastes more like a proper spirit now. It's really picked up a bit of character. I don't know if I put the whiskey idea into my head, but it certainly has had whiskey in that barrel, and I think it's influenced how it tastes. It's also got some fruity notes, probably from the liqueurs, from the cocktails that have been in there. Altogether, I mean, it has a bit of character now, which it simply didn't before. Where to take it next is obviously use it in a cocktail, and I thought I'd start simple. Let's do a cocktail, a vodka cocktail, and sometimes called the kangaroo, in fact. And I'm keeping it very simple. It's going to be a fairly dry martini, so it's going to be 2.5 ounces of my barrel-aged vodka, 1/2 ounce of a dry vermouth, a couple of dashes of orange bitters, and then we stir that on ice for 20 or so seconds to get it nice and chilled, and then we strain that into a nice martini glass and we drop in a twist of lemon. I'm a huge fan of real martinis, as in gin martinis. I like them dry with a twist of lemon, which is why I made the vodka one this way. I think vodka martinis should be a capital crime, quite honestly. But does this one, with the barrel aging, make it a bit more worthwhile? Having tasted it, I wanted to share with you, this is the actual vermouth I use. This is from South Australia. It's an unusual one. They call it the pomelo dry vermouth because it actually has, pomelo is like grapefruit's big cousin. So this actually has that slightly bitter citrus element, which is unusual in a vermouth. It doesn't overpower it, but it's there. Now, the barrel-aged vodka, I thought had little fruity notes, probably from the cocktails that have been in there. That has married perfectly. I didn't realize how well this would go. I assumed it would work well. That is really pleasant. I mean, I really like that. I might even try one later that's a bit wetter. If martinis have ever confused, when people say dry and wet, that just refers to the proportions of gin and vermouth. If it's lots of gin and only a little vermouth, that's dry. If it's more vermouth in there, that's wet. If it's even like 1/3 vermouth and 2/3 gin, that's regarded as sopping wet. That's a very high ratio of gin. Some people like it 50-50. Some people like to reverse the martini and have more vermouth than the spirit. If you've watched this channel, it's no secret how low an opinion I have of vodka, but does barrel aging improve it? Oh, hell yes, it's actually got some character now, and it does really well with vermouth in a martini. So not a wasted effort, and yet again, the barrel wins the day. So that's the latest in my barrel experiments. More down the track. I hope you can join me for those, but until I see you next time, I will say cheers.